ask you something personal. Have you ever reached for your phone to check one thing, and 40 minutes later, you forgot why you even picked it up? You scrolled, you liked, you maybe laughed at a reel, maybe watched someone hustle in Dubai, but in those 40 minutes, you didn't think. You consumed, you reacted, you followed. Welcome to zombie mode. And it's not your fault, it's engineered. We've spent the last decade building algorithms that can mimic, manipulate, and monetize human attention. But now, we're building something more dangerous: synthetic cognition. AI that doesn't just predict your choices, it makes them for you. It completes your emails. It tells you what to watch, what to buy, who to date, what to think. And slowly, we stop asking questions. We stop forming opinions. We outsource the hard work of thinking to a machine that never rests, never questions, never dreams. That's the real threat. Not job loss, but thought loss. Because when you lose your ability to think for yourself, you lose the most important economic asset in the age of AI: independent cognition. It's what every powerful person protects. It's what every system tries to suppress. And it's the only thing standing between you and becoming a programmable pawn in someone else's empire. This is not paranoia. It's pattern recognition. Just look around. News headlines chosen by algorithms. Videos auto-playing before you finish the last products, shown based on microseconds of hesitation. We are training machines to understand our minds better than we understand them ourselves. And every time we let them win, we get dumber, lazier, more dependent. In the next chapter, I'll show you how synthetic cognition is evolving and why you'll need more than discipline to fight it. You'll need an upgrade. Let's zoom out for a second. The world is not being divided by race, religion, or borders anymore. Those are old games. Today, there's a new divide forming between people who know how to think with AI and people who let AI think for them. This is the rise of synthetic minds. Synthetic minds aren't just tools. They're extensions of intelligence. They are language models that write legal arguments, co-pilots that code software in seconds, cognitive engines that design buildings, pitch decks, stock portfolios, predictive models that recommend life decisions based on your data footprint. These aren't mere machines. They're rapidly becoming decision-making companions in both business and personal life. And guess what? They don't take weekends. They don't unionize. They don't complain. But they do one thing exceptionally well: compress years of mental labor into minutes. This changes everything, from hiring to education, from health diagnosis to wealth generation, from military tactics to political propaganda. So if you're not upgrading how you think, process, synthesize, and create value, you're already outdated. Because employers, platforms, clients, they're no longer hiring workers. They're hiring intelligent systems. And if your brain doesn't compete with an AI plus human hybrid, you're priced out, quietly, permanently. This is not science fiction. This is happening now. GPT-4o can pass bar exams. Claude 3 can summarize entire libraries. Gemini, Perplexity, and Grok can think 100x faster than your fastest analyst. Entire careers are being rewritten. Entire industries are shifting from human-heavy to cognition-heavy. And most people, they still think this is about writing blogs or using ChatGPT to draft an email. They have no idea what's coming. This is why your mindset, skills, and identity must now become AI-augmented. Because the gap isn't just between rich and poor anymore. It's between those who can leverage synthetic cognition and those who are leveraged by it. In Chapter 3, I'll show you the most dangerous zone of all: Not the synthetic mind, but the zombie mind. The human brain in passive mode, conditioned by notifications, distracted by design, scrolling away its last remaining power, the ability to focus. Pause. Take a breath. Look around. You're not alone. But your mind might be. Look at the apps on your phone. How many of them were designed to help you think? How many were engineered to make you scroll? You see, the battlefield isn't outside anymore. It's inside. The war isn't for your money. It's for your focus. Why? Because focus is energy. Focus is intention. Focus is your ability to create, not just consume. And the more distracted you are, the more predictable you become, the more programmable you become. Dopamine hijacking. Every like, swipe, ping, notification is equals to dopamine hit. Over time, your brain gets addicted to novelty, not depth. You lose patience for long-form thinking, for silence, for boredom, which is where creativity is born. Infinite scroll, there's no end point. Your brain keeps chasing stimulation. You burn cognitive calories without producing anything of value. Micro distractions is equals to macro damage. Every interruption breaks your attention window. It takes 23 minutes on average to return to full focus. Multiply that by 50 interruptions per day, and you've lost your mind in fragments. You've become a product, not a person. This is what I call the zombie mind. Not dead, but not alive either. Just reacting, just feeding, just surviving, not questioning, not innovating, not rebelling. And in an age where AI is learning from human data, every time we think less, it thinks more. Every time we choose noise over knowledge, it gets smarter. This is how the machine wins, not by destroying us, but by making us destroy our own attention. But here's the twist. This war is winnable if you learn how to reclaim your attention, rebuild your mental stamina, reprogram your environment, because your ability to focus deeply, intentionally, creatively will be the last frontier of human advantage. In Chapter 4, I'll show you how to escape the algorithm, not just digitally, but mentally, emotionally, biologically, so you can start thinking like an AI-resistant human, the rarest breed of the 2030s, and perhaps the most powerful. You're still here. That's a good sign, because if you've made it through the first 3 chapters, you've already done something 99% of people never do. You've taken back your awareness. Now it's time to take back your agency. We can't destroy the algorithm. We can't delete the system, but we can outgrow it. Here's how we become AI-resistant, not by fighting the tech, but by mastering the terrain of our own biology, behavior, and beliefs. Let's break it into 3 layers. Layer 1, cognitive immunity. Fortifying your mental OS. If AI systems are trained on data, you must train your mind. You don't need more motivation. You need better inputs. Start with a 3-layer filter. 1, what you consume. Replace mindless feeds with curated sources. 1 long-form book greater than 50 reels. Install blockers, not just apps. 2, when you consume, morning equals to creation zone. No inputs. Night equals to recovery zone. No blue light. No war. 3, how you consume, active greater than passive. Always take notes, reflect, discuss. You are what you absorb, and your inputs determine your algorithm. Layer 2, behavioral firewalls, designing anti-AI habits. Here's a radical truth. Your habits are either training you for freedom or for dependency. The average human touches their phone 2,617 times a day. You can't outwill that. You have to design around it. Build deep focus rituals. Pomodoro sprints, 25-min work and 5-min rest. Dopamine detox weekends, no digital consumption. Analog hours, 60 mins daily without devices. Design your space. Phone outside the bedroom. Work desk equals to creation zone. Visible goals, invisible temptations. Behavior change isn't about discipline. It's about environmental defaults. Layer 3, identity recode. Becoming a creator, not a consumer. The final layer isn't just tactical, it's existential. AI won't replace humans. It will replace the parts of us that act like robots. So if you copy trends without thinking, watch instead of build, react instead of create, you've already lost. But if you choose to, write your thoughts, build your systems, design your day with intention, create ideas, businesses, philosophies, then you've already won. We've spent the last chapter breaking out of the algorithm. Now we build, not in fear, not in resistance, but in co-creation. The age of synthetic humans isn't about choosing between being human or machine. It's about becoming the first generation of conscious hybrids, people who use AI without losing their humanity. And the key is sovereign symbiosis. Let's break this down into 3 powerful shifts. Shift 1. Turn AI into your mind's co-pilot. The worst use of AI is passive consumption. The best use is interactive augmentation. Here's how to rewire the relationship. Treat AI as your thinking partner, not answer engine. Ask AI to challenge your ideas, not just validate them. Use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity to simulate mentors, rewrite your limiting beliefs, extract wisdom from dense books, design systems that scale you. Train the AI on your notes. Build custom GPTs aligned to your voice. Create a second brain that thinks with you, not for you. This isn't outsourcing. This is multiplying. Shift 2. Protect the sacred, what must remain human. As you augment, you must also protect your intuition, your soul, your family, your art. Don't automate the sacred. Don't quantify what is meant to be felt. Design rituals that remind you of your core. Daily journaling, eye contact conversations, phone-free walks. Slow dinners with people you love. AI is your tool, but you are the source. If you lose sight of that, you become another synthetic shell, empty, optimized, obedient, and deeply lost. Shift 3. Build feedback loops, not dependency loops. Most people use AI the way they use social media, for speed, for certainty, for approval. But sovereign humans use AI for iteration. Design feedback loops. Ask AI to critique your writing, record your voice, and refine your tone. Use data to refine your strategy, not replace intuition. Your growth should be a dance, not a download. Think like this. 1. Create human input. 2. Use AI to iterate, accelerate, polish. 3. Reflect with real-world data. 4. Reintegrate with your intuition. This loop makes you anti-fragile. You grow with AI, but never disappear into it. Welcome to The Real Shift. Up until now, we've been talking about you, your mind, your habits, your agency. But now, zoom out. Because the rise of synthetic cognition isn't just a personal revolution. It's an economic coup. Entire industries are being rewritten. Old capitalism is crumbling. A new hierarchy is being born. Let's decode what I call the cognitive capital stack. Tier 1. Legacy labor. Being replaced. Jobs that follow scripts are now written by scripts. Bank tellers, customer support, basic designers, entry-level coders, article writers. GPT-4 has already begun replacing these roles. GPT-5 will be ruthless. If your output can be predicted, it can be automated. If it's repeatable, it's replaceable. The bottom of the pyramid is collapsing, and no one's coming to save it. Tier 2. Synthetic augmentation. The new middle class. This is where opportunity explodes. Not for the biggest, not for the oldest, but for the fastest to learn. This tier includes AI-powered solopreneurs, one-person media brands, prompt engineers and consultants, automated e-com creators, coders who use co-pilots, designers with AI workflows. They don't work harder. They work with machines, building leverage instead of labor. This is the new middle class. Creators, builders, thinkers who fused with tech, but remain human at the core. These are the synthetic humans, and they're outpacing legacy corporations. Tier 3. Capital-free founders, exponential builders. This is where it gets surreal. No VC funding, no teams, no office, no permission, just one human plus a swarm of intelligent agents. Examples: indie developers launching SaaS tools overnight, course creators with AI marketing engines, filmmakers using Gen AI to produce Hollywood-quality shorts, consultants running global services with AI backends. You don't build companies, you become one. AI is not eliminating jobs, it's eliminating excuses. Tier 4. Platform architects, the new gods. At the top sit the minds behind the machines. OpenAI, Google, DeepMind, Anthropic, Meta AI. They build the protocols, they train the language, they control the rails of cognition. In old capitalism, who owned the land, ruled the people. In the new capitalism, who owns the cognition, shapes the future. Their currency, attention, compute power, data. Their goal, create general intelligence, and then monetize your mind. This isn't conspiracy, it's quarterly reports, and you're either being harvested or harvesting insights. Let's pause, because after all the economics and tech hype, comes a quieter, deeper question. What if machines become better at everything? What if they write better stories, paint better art, build faster products, solve bigger problems, diagnose better than doctors? Where does that leave you? Not just as a worker, but as a soul. Let me tell you what happens in this transition phase. People experience what psychologists call an ontological shock, a collapse of meaning when reality shifts so fast your mind can't keep up. And it's happening now, rediscovering human-only terrain. Here's the truth. We will lose to machines on most measurable metrics, but we still dominate in one domain, meaning. AI can optimize, but only humans can suffer and still create. It's our irrationality, our pain, our longing that gives life its poetry. So your job now isn't to be more efficient, it's to be more alive. 2. Ask harder questions. Seek deeper truths. Offer nuanced perspectives. Build with soul, not just logic. Create because you feel, not because it ranks. In a world of perfect machines, the imperfect human becomes sacred. Redefining purpose in the age of AI for purpose is no longer a job title, a degree, an income bracket. It's a quest to remain conscious, to build bridges between technology and humanity, to be a translator of emotion, ethics, and hope. The future will need philosophers with code, healers with AI tools, storytellers who understand algorithms, leaders who navigate through ambiguity, not control. The rise of AI doesn't end human relevance. It demands deeper versions of being human. So don't retreat. Don't numb out. Instead, become more. Yes, machines will outperform you at almost everything, but they can never be you, because you don't just act, you ache. You don't just perform, you perceive. And in the coming age, it will be those who blend ancient humanity with synthetic power, who will lead not with dominance, but with depth. In the final chapter, we'll reveal your blueprint, not for surviving this future, but shaping it. Welcome to the final chapter. You've walked through fear, truth, economics, addiction, and identity. And now, it's time to lead. Because this isn't just about understanding AI. This is about owning your role in the future. This is about synthetic sovereignty. Step 1, build your cognitive firewall. Start by protecting your mental OS. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Batch digital consumption. Practice deep work, even 30 minutes a day. Reclaim silence. If you can't control your attention, you can't control your destiny. Step 2, code or collaborate with AI. You don't have to be a programmer, but you must become a co-creator. Use AI tools to build ideas faster. Learn to prompt like a master. Run your side hustle with automation. Turn your passion into digital income. AI will not replace you, but someone using AI will. Step 3, define your human stack. What do you bring that no machine ever can? Moral reasoning, empathy, wisdom, humor, culture, vision. This is your human stack. Cultivate it, guard it, amplify it. The future isn't about replacing the human, it's about upgrading the human experience. Step 4, build a life that can't be automated. Design your lifestyle around freedom, flexibility, and flow. Multiple income streams. Location independence. Slow mornings, deep evenings. Projects aligned with soul, not survival. Synthetic sovereignty means building a life you don't need to escape from, powered by tools you control. Step 5, join the conscious creator movement. You're not alone. There's a global tribe of builders, healers, and storytellers rising. They don't want to escape AI. They want to use it to awaken humanity. And that's your call now, to become a conscious creator in the age of synthetic humans. 2, inform, empower, design, teach, protect, build, and lead. This is not the end of the human story. It's the most exciting chapter yet. So don't just watch this video. Don't just nod along. Act, build, upgrade, and most of all, stay sovereign. If this video opened your mind, don't keep it to yourself. Hit subscribe for the most actionable, human-first content on AI, wealth, and consciousness. Binge the full playlist. Comment your thoughts. What chapter hit you hardest? Share this with one friend who needs to wake up, because this is just the beginning. This channel isn't here to entertain. It exists to equip you, so we can rise, not as consumers of AI, but as creators of the next human era. Stay awake, stay aware, stay valuable.